So just set off. I've got a 4.5-hour drive to Porth Town in Cornwall, which is where I'll hopefully find somewhere to park the van for the night. Then in the morning, catch the bus down to Lizard and head to Lizard Point to start a 1,249 mile walk to Cape Wrath. So I've got about half a mile walk to get to start point, the lighthouse, the Lizard Point, straight down this path.
I'm just another gambler on these tracks, but I make it there, I'm sure. Now there's 100 reasons for me to stay, there's more why I should go. But that fire inside of me, well, it keeps pushing me on and on. And I took my chances in city bricks, but it ain't where I'm supposed to be. And I walked this whole damn country, and it made me feel so free. And I realized that life is just one big old open road. Now that fire inside of me, well, it keeps pushing me on and on.
5 miles in, on my way to St Agnes. Just wanted to say thanks so much for those of you who donated so far. Really appreciate it. It's really motivating to obviously also read some of your messages. Just leaving St Agnes, got about 18 miles today, through Perranporth, through Newquay, to Porth Beach and then to the Watergate Bay area, where hopefully I'll be able to get my first shower in 4 days. So I am super excited about that. I have just picked up a huge sausage roll and like an absolute banging looking roll from some awesome bakery in St Agnes. Yeah, kind of want to eat it now, but gonna refrain, save it for a few hours, and then I'll smash it somewhere. Remind me never to walk through sand dunes again or go off course. So I've just walked across and then all along, I think it's Crantock Beach and maybe the River Gunnell or Gannell, which leads all the way kind of into Newquay. I'm reliably informed there's some steps. Finally, after walking probably about 2 miles. Day number 5. Packed up in Padstow. We've got to get the bus back to Porth Beach near Newquay, and then today I can walk back obviously to the Padstow area. It's been a bit of a pain with the van. It was fine for the first couple of days, but yeah, kind of having to move it around, find a parking space, find the right bus stops. It just costs me a few hours each day, it feels. So kind of looking forward to just tonight, one more night. I think I'm going to abandon the van in Bodmin, and then it'll just be me and the backpack, which will make me feel a little naked, but will obviously make it a little bit easier as well. Back on the southwest coast path trail today. Started in Porth Beach, heading to Padstow, about 17 miles. It's proper misty, but it's pretty cool. Had a nightmare this morning. Buses do not work on a Saturday, so started a couple hours later than I wanted to do. Fortunately, bumped into my sister and her boyfriend in Watergate Bay who were staying there, so yesterday I had a shower, which was cool. Picked up some freebies, beef jerky and some Red Bulls, surf competition on in Watergate Bay, so that should keep me going.
Sitting by the window staring at the storm, and these words I write won't help me anymore. I can't let these moments pass me by, 'cause there's an aching in my bones to this I'm bound. And my feet stay steady but my head's in the clouds, as I tried to and I failed to bring it down.
Sea mist is gone, perfectly sunny day now, and some of the coastline around here is literally phenomenal. One of my favourite parts of Cornwall, kind of the north east section of Cornwall. Some great beaches. Thankfully today not as many coves to kind of climb down into and then back out of, because yesterday was tough. So today so far feels, if I'm going to say it, a little bit easier. So I'm grateful for that, but great day, great part of the world. So made it to Padstow, about 17 miles today. Started in Porth Beach, through to Watergate Bay, through to Morgan Porth, along the coastal path to Trevargan Bay, Trevose Golf Course, and then some country roads to here in Padstow, which is obviously looking great like it usually is. Sleeping in the van tonight for the last night for at least 4 days, and then I start the Camel Trail in the morning to get to Wadebridge, and then to head to Port Isaac, which hopefully I'll find somewhere to wild camp tomorrow night, so starting with a full pack for the next 4 days. And then when I get to Barnstaple, I'll come back here and pick the van up and then keep moving it east, hopefully to get the van back somewhere near Bristol, which is a lot more accessible for when I finish this walk.
For 3 long years I let my soul pass me by. For 3 long years I let it die. The next 3 years I watch my spirit fly, 'cause I know.
Massive, some of them. Hello. Yep, not causing you any harm. Good day, guys.
For 3 long years I let my soul pass me by. For 3 long years I let it die. The next 3 years I watch my spirit fly, 'cause I know that I'm whole. 'Cause I know that I'm whole. I know that I'm whole.
Didn't have the best sleep. My airbed went down a couple of times. Don't know why. Maybe I didn't do the valve up right. Should be solid because I did splash out on this. Yeah, feeling achy, really achy this morning. My feet are aching like hell. I feel my hips, but possibly that's because of sleeping in the tent as well. But I don't know. Get up, get down to the little stream, give myself a wash. Smash some. I've got a couple of flapjacks, that's all I've got left food wise. Gonna smash a couple of flapjacks, have a cup of tea, crack on.
Last few miles has been really hard, proper tough, ups and downs, all the way from Port Isaac to here, which is nearly in East Tintagel, not far away. Constant up and downs, really tough. I had a good camp spot last night, which was cool, so I made up for it. But yeah, cracking on. just ducked inland, do a bit of road walking. There's a little bit of relief because obviously I need to keep up the miles to stay on track, otherwise I don't want to fall behind. But sun is out again, truly blessed with the weather, and although road walking is supposed to be boring, I actually love it. You get to go through so many little villages, see so many cool houses, little shops, quirky little places. Yeah, so I proper love that. So solid day of walking all the way from, I think it was Crickleton Haven in Cornwall, up past Bude inland to here at Tamar Lakes in Devon. I've got a mate, a big swan behind me, it's pretty cool. Yeah, but it's a decent little spot for the night. There's a campsite up there, no one around to pay, but I'm just gonna gamble and pitch up and work it out in the morning. I think it's going to rain all day tomorrow, so that's something to look forward to. $14 or 15 miles in today. It's was it 1 o'clock now. Got up extra early, got super wet this morning for the first 4 or 5 hours, but sun is out now and I'm drying out nicely. Just leaving Bideford. I'm on the Tarka trail that heads round to Barnstable. It's about 8 miles, but I've literally hit a brick wall. I've just stopped off and had some fish and chips. It's not helped. The guitar has fallen off my bag, so I need to get my duct tape out. Carrying my boots. Got my flip-flops on for a bit. Oh, I ended up having 4 pints in that little brewery on the campsite, which was super original. It's like nothing I've been in before. Been a load of little breweries, but this was just different level of originality and basicness, which was just great. They did banging pizza, and Lawrence, the guy who runs it, just wrapped these up for me and let me bring it back because I just couldn't finish it. It was so big. But yes, I'm feeling a little bit delicate today. Gonna get up, got 4 miles to do to get to Barnstable. Shin is hurting, left shin is hurting bad today. It's first time on the trip, about 4 miles to Barnstable, and that's it for the day. Last night, I literally got to about 8 o'clock and I hadn't found a camp spot. I was about to pitch up on the marshland along the Tarka trail, and luckily this campsite appeared like a oasis in the desert to kind of save the day. Perfect, it's really quiet. Morning.
Morning.
Hiya.
Fine.
So after an 8-day absence due to my shin and my stomach bug, I am back on the trail starting tomorrow. Driven to Dunster in Somerset tonight, parked up right near Dunster Castle. Dunster is literally one of my favourite places. It's like such an awesome little medieval village. So I'm going to spend a couple of hours just having a kind of walk around tomorrow morning. Then I've got to get the bus to Exford from here in Dunster, where I can start walking. Come back and grab my van maybe in a few days, 3 or 4 days time, we'll see, and shift it towards Bristol, where it should stay for the rest of the trip. Yeah, obviously the last week's been a nightmare. Feel better now, but just super keen to get cracking on and get over the stomach bug and just yeah, enjoy the rest of the trip. So here we go. Just got the bus back to Exford, or Sexford, according to Chris, the bus driver. Apparently got a bad name for itself back in the day, but not anymore. Also informed that Mark Knopfler, singer from Dire Straits, lives pretty much somewhere right here. So you never know, could bump into him, that'd be cool. But 16 miles today, first day back, super excited to get walking. Invested in some walking poles to help the old shin. But yeah, cracking on. So it's gonna rain, but whatever, just happy to get walking.
Some days I'm too worried of what others may think, and I crawl under rocks and I watch from beneath. Some days I move sideways, don't know how to feel.
Abandoned house of dreams.
Oh, but she spun me forwards and I started to heal. Some days I'm too callous and I'm cruel with my words.
Just found a field last night. Basic field. Really long grass, so I knew there was no cows or sheep in it. Looked around, no poo, nothing. Put my tent up. Got in there. And then 3 horses just literally galloped past right next to it. Clearly in a horse field. Couldn't see them, but whatever. Slept alright in the end. But raining all night. Tent soaked. Have to dry it out.
It was lost in the dark. She lit the fire and I bought the smoke. She turns coal into diamonds and lead into gold. Lead into gold. 'Cause everyone told me to stay, that I had to wait. Oh, I'm the seed of the cedar, a seeker, a dreamer, I've changed. How? Now I'm up in the clouds and I'm dancing to my sounds. Again, I ain't walking in circles, I'm walking with purpose again.
So walking through some meadows in Somerset. Got through the Quantock Hills, they were tough. Pretty decent, but yeah, massive tough up. And proper rocky terrain throughout the woods, but it was really cool. Yeah, in some meadows, and some of the kind of post markings are just dodgy, and from the gates to climb over just don't exist, and you got to kind of bust your way through the fence, and then you can see an old rickety wooden panel. That one's pretty good, but the last 4 just couldn't see, and it's like they're not really marked, so yeah, they're everywhere. The old cows just staring at me, wondering who is that guy in my field. did 19.5 miles today from Cadbury Camp all the way to Aust, or Oost I think it's pronounced, which is right at the start of the River Severn Bridge, which heads to Wales. Loads of footpaths were closed, got to loads of dead ends, and had to come back on our self load, so we lost a couple of miles today, which is a bit of a shame, but it's all good. We just found an absolutely banging little pub. It's awesome. You get some food, and then I've got to pick the van back up, so that's tonight's job. We have tomorrow off and then start again on Sunday. We just crossed the River Severn via the Severn Bridge from England into Wales, and rather disappointingly I didn't see a sign saying welcome to Wales. Either I've gone blind or someone's stolen it for scrap metal. So walking along Offa's Dyke, just got up to Devil's Pulpit. It's pretty cool at the top. Just wound my way down, wandering back down towards the river. Bit of a detour through this bit, but you know what, it's well worth it.
So grab your coat and let's go. Let's leave footprints in that wild Alaskan snow on the hills as we climb. We'll leave our worries behind. Where we're heading has been known to heal the mind of all thoughts, of all fears. 'Cause it's a brand new start for a brand new year. And it's a brand new start to a brand new year.
Slept obviously on that absolute peach of a spot, my own little campsite right on the Wye River. It's perfect, little grass patch, only grass patch there, and loads of firewood. Just couldn't be any better really. So yeah, had a solid sleep, got up at 7, it's 8 o'clock, gonna crack onto Monmouth and then towards Pandy on the kind of fringe of the Brecon Beacon, so about 23 miles today. So I got to Pandy, 21 miles, found a pub, had a pint, had some food, but I haven't got a camp spot. So I carried on the way I was supposed to go tomorrow, climbed this hill, which has been, 2 miles of absolute up. But the views are pretty decent. Probably about 450 feet up. But yeah, it's nice. Just need to find somewhere to sleep, but sure will in the next 20 minutes. So still been trying to find somewhere to camp. Every field, I know we're in Wales and there's a lot of sheep, but there is literally sheep everywhere. I cannot find just any area without sheep to put my tent up, which I know they're not going to bother me, but I know they'll start sniffing my tent and stuff, and they'll just make the barring noise all night like that. I don't get any sleep.
Average sleep, really average sleep again. Got a sheep nearby, just sheeping their noises like they do. All freaking night, just woke up, gotta get up. It's been raining, it's gonna keep raining. To pack the tent up before it becomes a bit heavier. It's 6:30 and I'm tired. But I need to crack on and move on towards Hay on Wye. So leave the Black Mountains and move towards Hay on Wye. So yeah, that's the plan.
Hatterall Ridge is up the top behind me, And this pretty much marks the border point and border crossing area for England and Wales.
Get to 24 miles, you know.
So hacking our way through some fields in Shropshire. Pretty sure some of these paths have not been walked or trodden on in months, years. Some of the gates are just stiff. Yeah, about 4 miles to Craven Arms. Again, it's a short day, but it's just tough. It's just thick.
So it's 5:07. Slept on tee box on a golf course last night. Before we get up at 6, move on. They're cutting the greens and the tee boxes now. Machines all around us.
I'm just going to watch you.
So it's only about 7:30, but need to get up, get moving, get out of this little spot. I know, it's quite happy with it. It's like a little cabin in the woods. Those of you who know me know how much I love cabins in the woods, so yeah, it's a proper dream spot for me. So I'm gonna get cracking on, move on, hopefully get about 22, 24 miles in today, get to the Peak District.
Heading out of Cheadle. We've got about 12 miles, I think, to get to the Peak District, and about 15 or 16 left of my day. I've had a leisurely morning, not gonna lie. I've kept stopping off for food. I met a couple who took me into their house for a cup of tea and cake, which was awesome. Then I stopped off and smashed a couple of avocados and a couple of chocolate bars. And half an hour later, found a fish and chip shop. I thought, you know what, just get some fish and chips as well. So, not going to see any other shop for probably 14 or 15 miles. So I figured I may as well get the belly nice and full of fuel, and ready to go. So I just found this abandoned train on this abandoned railway. It's kind of cool. Just loads of old bits of the train that's seemingly just been left here.
Cause I seen myself growing old and grey in the countryside. And I see myself, and I'm 12 feet tall in the dead of the night. Oh, there's miles left in these boots, and your dawn is swearing fruit. And all that's left to do is to put my pride out to the side.
So I've entered the Peak District now. It's kind of found like this abandoned farmhouse. It's quite eerie. There's no one around. There's like tractors from like 50, 60 years ago. It's pretty cool though. Check it out. So today has been literally an incredible day. The walking's been amazing, and Just met some brilliant people. I've just been walking up a hill for the last couple of miles. I'm not going to lie, I was in massive struggle town, and the lady put her head over the garden and just asked me what I'm doing, and ended up going in and having a cup of tea. She brought out pizza, cakes, she's given me a load of fruit, filled up my water bottle, and then she gave me a donation for my Just Giving page. So they say the further north you go, people get friendly, and definitely seems to be the case. I'm just so kind of grateful and humbled today by people's generosity. It's been amazing, but yeah, great day. So I did 25 miles today, a couple more than I should have. I found a campsite that was a mile away, so ended up stomping through some fields to get to that. So I'm at a campsite, some showers, so I've just had a shower, which is great, but it's raining, so managed just to get the tent up in time. There's a little under area which is handy just to sit and chill out, so I didn't have to get my tent. But yeah, my tent is over there. It's getting wet, so tomorrow's going to be fun because I think it's raining all day, so I have to figure out a way of drying it out, but that's tomorrow's problem.
Ghosts I heard the most of, the ghosts we see the most of, 'cause they're always in our dreams. And they're quick to test our conscience, but they're tough to run away.
So, climbing up the top, just done Jacob's ladder. I think Kinder Scouts over the top of this ridge. Yeah, steep climb up, so proper burn for the first 4 miles today. But the views are epic. Literally the whole Peak District view. Yeah, it's decent. So windy like, mountain-esque, so it's good fun.
Exactly what we're feeling. Blinded by the truth, but the truth, it doesn't lie. No, it just wears a deep disguise. And they're peering around the corners when we're lost and all alone. Just to let...
So I've made it to Hebden Bridge, which is the end of stage 3. I think I've done 545 miles so far. Just 19 or 20 today, which has been cool. Weather's been a lot better today, thankfully, so I haven't got wet at all. But no, it's been good. Just walked along the Rochdale Canal. Just gonna go into the town, hopefully get a pizza and a couple of beers, and then find a campsite. Taking the River Valley route today out of Hebden Bridge rather than the Pennine Way. Deep and steep climbs to get down to the valleys and rivers, but pretty standard obstruction on this walk, down trees across loads of paths, so just climbed over that one. But no, steep couple of 100 metres drop down to get to the river section, walk along that, but looks cooler than walk along the roads, that's for sure. Walking along the canal, I think it's the Liverpool and Mersey Canal, runs through a part of Yorkshire. So I'm back on the Pennine Way now, and I must say this is better. I prefer this sort of walking rather than the kind of limestone slabs through the moorland. For me it's not that much fun, and I like canals and I like woods, so this is great. Hopefully in the next hour I'll find somewhere.
Stomps on through the hill as the rain beats down. Tiptoes through the valleys of England's golden towns. Seeking out the answers is set on higher ground. Ain't no kind of martyr knows there's only one way out. Yeah, there's only one way out. And I'm still searching for a place that I can call my home. And you're busy screaming, screaming, I just wanna be alone. And I'm still wondering.
Camped up in Horton and Ribensdale last night. Just hiked about 6 miles. Yeah, it's quite kind of Pennine Way, but I'm not on the Pennine Way. So I left that and I shan't be rejoining, I don't think. Got to punch across towards the Lake District to kind of make my way up towards Carlisle and Annan. So it'd be the wrong way to go along the Pennine Way. I'll be wasting miles, which is daft. So yeah, so I think I've got about another 6 miles today. I'm getting to a little village called Dent. I'm treating myself to a hotel. The rain the last 2 days has just been brutal, so gonna have a bit of respite with an early finish and a proper chill out before I crack on again tomorrow. I am just leaving the village of Dent. Stayed at the Sun Inn, a little pub slash hotel. It's pretty cool. It's only 40 quid for the night breakfast, so I was happy about that. Had a good sleep, good rest, ready to crack on and get 22, 23 miles done today. Heading towards the M6 as I kind of punch my way north to get to Scotland in Gretna. Good views already. Walking along the Dales Way, which is also a trail called the Pennine Journey, which flanks, I think it's the River Lunn. But yeah, proper Yorkshire countryside. Absolutely love it. It's a bit cloudy. Hopefully the rain will stay away. We've got 22, 23 miles to get done.
And I'm still wondering, will I ever find where I belong? And you're counting stars at night, somewhere out there on your own. Yeah, you're somewhere out there all alone. Yeah, you're somewhere out there on your own.
So I'm walking along an old Roman road. So I think this would have been like probably the original road before they've obviously repaved it and stuff. Because the M6 is over there, obviously all those kind of roads were taken over. But back in the day, this would have been one of the main roads, you know, from south going all the way north, and everything's so old around here. Some like proper buildings that just kind of left and would have been there hundreds of years. It's pretty cool. Obviously these walls are just epic, they go on forever, but I'm guessing at some point I'll get to Hadrian's Wall as well. I'm not sure when, I need to check that out, but the views around here just phenomenal. Obviously the sun helps, makes me way happier. So an unfriendly welcome to the Lake District. Just literally got chased by that pack of cows out of the field. Usually they just like move out the way, and these ones just didn't. I walked through them and then they just started running after me all the way through that field. Just literally catching my breath now, just clambered over that wall. But yeah, so hostile cows in the Lake District. Oh, I'm in the spookiest of woods. Proper spooky. But hopefully half a mile I'll find the waterfalls and somewhere to camp, so just gotta keep going. Last real major kind of spot, town or city in England before I get to Scotland, Carlisle. Makes me realise, or makes me remember how much I hate cities. Too many people, too busy, too many barber shops, too many food takeaway shops, all those sorts of things. But we did have a camping shop and I got some camping gas, which was much needed. So I haven't seen any for ages. So yeah, I've got about 8 or 9 miles to get to Scotland. So just gonna bang on, get it done, and then cross the border later today. So good day. So after 22 miles of pounding tarmac, there's some woods. I think only for about a mile, but you know what? It's breaking it up nicely. So boring just walking on pavements and roads. So yeah, happy to be back in the woods. And only 7 miles to get to Scotland. So there'll be more of this in Scotland and for the whole of Scotland. So can't wait. Cheers, Joe. There's the sign. So, made it to Scotland. I've done about 670 miles. I had a reception committee meeting me here, and a few of the guys come and met me talk the last couple of miles, which was great. So, yeah, buzzed to get here. Oh, it's a massive achievement in itself. Just, yeah, walking. So, it's cool. Gonna get a lift back to Annan, stay the night in Annan at my brother's, and then come and finish some miles from here to Annan tomorrow. So I'm in Annan, and I'm fortunate to be chilling out at my brother's house. He's away in America working on the cruise ships with his wife, but his house is in Annan, and his family and his in-laws are all around here. So I've been given the keys to the house. I'm just here on my own, which is great because I get a bed for a few nights, and they've just been providing me with food and running me around and just being general absolute heroes. Just allowing me to chill out. So yeah, I've got a day off tomorrow, which is Saturday, and Sunday I can start walking again, which is cool. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to the Scotland leg. Looking forward to kind of exploring some more, especially the Galloway Forest. So I can't wait for that over the next few days. But kind of cool, Neil, Rube's father-in-law, just showed me his book, which is When He Walks the West Highland Way in 1993. There's some absolutely great pictures of him and the guys and the kids that he did the walk with. So yeah, just been actually like looking through this, and serious theme obviously is midgie bites. Everyone was absolutely killed by midgies, it seems, blisters on their feet, and also copious amounts of alcohol. But it was the early 90s, and not much has changed in Scotland, I guess, but certainly seems to be a theme running through the trip. But no, it's just been awesome just to kind of see all the pictures in this book of them doing, I guess, what I'm going to be doing in a few weeks. So going to be picking up not all the Fort William, not all of the Highland Way, West Highland Way, but certainly some of it. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to just chilling out, and trip's going great. So I'm back to it after 36 hours of rest. It was great, chilled out, didn't do a lot. And now heading towards Dumfries and in the general direction of the Galloway Forest. There's a lack of kind of paths and waymarked ways, it seems, which is a bit annoying. Got about 17 miles to get to New Galloway. The sun is proper out today. One of the best Scottish days I've ever had. It's absolutely beaming down, so I've got a big smile on my face. And I've just passed my first lock. I think I'm in a place called Crocketford. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Still road walking. I think I've got another 12 or 13 miles on the roads, and then I should be off them for a few days. So looking forward to that. And passing place sign, you know you're in Scotland. Woke up to some drizzle here in Scotland. I'm here at the Kenlock, which is just behind me. Got 19 miles to get to Glentrool village today. I've obviously been so excited about getting to the Galloway Forest and these 2 days, so yeah, looking forward to it. despite it being overcast, drizzly, and despite the fact that my right calf has been absolutely feasted on by the midges.
And as the arrow flies, I see a star in the night sky. I see the road through the cat's eyes, and the glow from the in-between. And as the moon descends, I hear a call from the mountains. I hear the trees that are counted, and they're talking to me. 'Cause I see myself growing old and grey in the countryside, and I see myself, and I'm wide awake in the dead of the night.
I had like an absolute battle with the midges last night in there. Must have spent an hour trying to kill them. Probably killed about 50 or 60 in my tent. Don't know how they got in. Don't know how they got in because it's pretty careful, but they just somehow do. And I've got a bite there. I've just seen that. Great. But yeah, it's just going to be tough. I think it's going to be tough onwards now. Try not to get absolutely eaten by the midges, but what can you do? It's Scotland, I guess. It's all good.
You know there's miles left in these boots. A new dawn, it's wearing through. But it's wearing through. And from the chimney tops, I see the sun is just waking up. I see the day is just breaking through. And oh boy, and what have you? And from this wooded porch, you hear the waves in the distance.
So last night when I arrived in this town, this little kind of old coal mining town, there was nowhere to wild camp, but I found a golf course. And the golf course is no more, it's now farmers' fields, and this is a driving range, which is kind of just abandoned, so got a camp in here. Terrible sleep though. Absolutely rubbish sleep. Was awake from kind of 1 till 4, couldn't get back to sleep, so it's now 8 and I've got up, trying to move on, get going towards the coast in the air today. But yeah, feeling tired, so today's going to be a struggle. We've made it to the Ayrshire coast. Just kind of walked through the castle and the grounds, and now on this stretch, which is the Ayrshire coastal path, the tide's right out, so we're walking along the beach, which is cool because it's some flat, soft walking, which is obviously, well, the most perfect conditions. So I'm loving this. Got a big stretch though. Got to get all the way down to the end. So I think it's probably about 3 miles to the bend. And then we'll kind of reevaluate where we are and what we're going to do tonight, but just happy to be breathing in the sea air and to have made it back to the coast. It's been what, 650 miles since Bude, so yeah, well, happy today.
And I built a cabin in the meadow just to clear my mind. And I fell forwards on my sword and now I feel alive.
So this is a super cool stretch of beach from that little ruined castle back in that little fishing harbour. So this section here, I think it's called like Airheads or something like that, this section. But it's all caves, loads of caves in the rocks. Perfect place for wild camping. And there's some like old ruins up here as well, and there's like sandy beach and little coves. This is a great kind of 2 or 3 mile stretch. It's really cool. Gonna wait for it to get a bit darker and then go and pitch my tent right next to that little castle. It's nearly gone, clinging onto the edge of the cliff. There's a few people up there earlier, so figured I'd just wait on the beach for a bit and then go up there in about 10 minutes and set up. So somehow I've made it to Ardrossan, I think it is, and from here I've got to catch the ferry to the Isle of Arran, so hoping I can just rock up and buy a foot passenger ticket. Walking into the night, heading towards Loch Ransa in Arran. It's going to chuck it down with rain all day tomorrow, so I figure out I'm better off getting towards there, and there's a youth hostel there, and I'm a day ahead, so thinking of getting into the youth hostel tomorrow, avoiding the rain all day. It's going to be heavy, so just punching in some extra miles into the night tonight, taking advantage of the extra daylight into the summer. So I think it's nearly 11 o'clock and still light. I've not got my flash on, so yeah. So all the ferries to Arran are cancelled today because of the weather. But I'm here, so obviously giving me the chance to explore the island on my day off, and I caught the bus, and for £6 I managed to do the 60-mile trip around the whole coastline, which was pretty cool. Now we're going to go back, catch the bus, and get some food first to take back to the hostel to cook for dinner, go back to the hostel, chill out, and then crack on tomorrow when the kind of seas are a bit calmer. But Arran is super cool. It's been great to explore it, and I'm definitely going to come back. So I've just caught the ferry from Loch Ransa on Arran to Clonoag, I think that's how it's pronounced, which is on the Kintyre Peninsula. I've got to walk 12 miles to get to Tarbet, so I can get the next ferry to the next destination, which is Portavady, and from there I can start the Cornwall way. So walking along the Kintyre way, I'm about 7 miles into the 12, which takes me to Tarbet, where I get the ferry from, and pure bogs. Absolutely not a pure bogs all the way along. Routes are absolutely caked in mud, soaking wet. I guess yesterday's rain didn't help, but the path's alright, but it's obviously just soaked, so there's nothing you can do about it. But feels proper remote. I've not seen a soul since I left the ferry 7 miles ago. So I've made it to Tarbet today. I did 12 miles to get from Clonoag to Tarbet, and now I've got to get another little ferry from here to Portavady. punching my way along this lock, along the Carrollway, proper up and down, proper rocky this bit. You're kind of flanked by these massive rocks. It's just constant up and downs, boulders, bogs, and loads of midges now. Punching into the nights is going to happen. So just got off that section, which kind of, well, it's like bouldering along the side of the lock, probably for about 2 miles, and without doubt, in the 850 miles I've done so far, they were the toughest 2 miles. Oh, today is super wet. It rained all night. It's rained since I set off at about 9 o'clock. It's going to rain all day. The rivers are absolutely raging and going wild. So much rain coming off the mountains. It's pretty, but it's kind of just a head down and get the miles in kind of day because it's just soaked. Wouldn't want to be in it. Oh, what a day it's been. It's obviously rained pretty much all day. I think maybe I've had an hour or two without rain, but I've probably been walking for about 10 hours, maybe 11 hours today. I think when I finished I'd have done 25, 26 miles, which I'm surprised with. I didn't think I could do it over this sort of terrain. Thought roads, yes, but it's been tracks, hills, lots of apps, and lots of kind of fording along rivers and kind of rivers that weren't supposed to be there, but today's flooding has caused them. But it's been absolutely brilliant.
Just woke up. Had a pretty good sleep actually. Don't think it rained as much in the night as it was supposed to, so it's good. It's going to rain again in a bit, so going to get packed up, sorted. Go and get a coffee, I think. Fancy one today, and then get walking.
So many roads to follow, so many rivers to see.
So I just hiked up and over, well, I guess it's a hill, not a mountain, but soaking wet because of the rain, literally completing out of bogs, all the way up, all the way on top, and then all the way down from Loch Goyle Head to this section of forest, which is still the Argyll Forest. This will lead me to Arica.
So many mountains and bays, all them stars on display. Would you come run away with me? So many trails to step up on, so many peaks to reach, so many colours and coves, tiny islands to run. Would you come run away with me? 'Cause I've been thinking this town ain't what it used to be, and I've been dreaming of campfires under alpine trees. Sunsets over.
Falls of Fallock on the West Highland Way. down there. Proper raging. I think you can usually go in and swim, but no chance of all the rain we've had. It's absolutely rapid, so unfortunately given that a miss.
Too much time stuck in the city. Too many days lost to a screen. Subways and trains, tall buildings and cranes. It's gonna drive a man insane. Well, I need a week out in the woodlands where the land's in kerosene.
About 14 miles in today, heading towards the Bridge of Orkney and Glencoe. Oh, and the mountains behind me. I just freaking love this road when I've driven it. Now I'm walking alongside it, it's even better. It's a train track right next to me, hoping that one goes past. But this is literally one of the best areas of Scotland in my opinion. I absolutely love it.
'Cause I've been thinking this town ain't what it used to be. And I've been dreaming of campfires under alpine trees and sunsets over Lake Louise. 'Cause
So just taking a minute just to just take it all in really. There's a petrol station called the Green Welly, and once you pass that, the highlands just open up and it's just incredible. There's just like mountains and Munros everywhere. You can see Ben Nevis in the distance, and obviously there's Scotch alpine trees everywhere, and it is just incredible. The sun's come out, so I'm lucky to have, or just be flanked with amazing views. I've obviously driven the road a few times and the views are great, but walking it's just even better because obviously you see it for longer. So it's, yeah, something else, and a must do if you've not done it.
you couldn't hold us down, 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 down. You couldn't hold us down, 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 down. You couldn't hold us down.
So just about to start climbing
Down,
Devil's Staircase, which
down.
I guess the proof's in the name of what it's going to be like.
You couldn't hold us down,
Straight up the top, coming up.
down, down, down. 'Cause they're gonna say that we were lost. Yeah, the truth is we were never found. And they'll need to send an army of men to hold us down. And they're gonna say that we
I'm about
were
3.5
lost.
miles short of Fort William. I've just been walking, got up about 7:30, so I've done about 10-11 miles today. It's about 11:30 now. But behind me is Ben Nevis, super misty, super low clouds, so you can't see the top of it at all. But this is Nevis Forest, so yeah, nearly at Fort William, which is great. I can kind of make it out in the distance. It's just been raining again, so it's just been hard. But yeah, happy to finally get to Fort William, chill out, and kind of, yeah, regroup and get ready for stage 7. So a less than impressive end to the West Highland Way, I must say. Come out through the forest onto the main road, which is about just a 2-mile walk to get to Fort William. So yeah, I obviously haven't done any research about the route at all, but yeah, so you got 2 miles just to walk along this pavement into the town, along the main road. Obviously I was supposed to do the Cape Wrath Trail in its entirety, all 250 miles, but the weather for the next 7 days from the start point to kind of the 7th day in is absolutely horrific, with temperatures down to 0 degrees, heavy rain, and winds are 40 to 45 miles per hour, so I'm not even gonna attempt it. It's not worth it. I'm here to have fun, not kind of put myself through that sort of torture of weather. So I'm gonna go along the Caledonian Canal and the Great Glen Way, which will take me all the way up past Fort Augustus towards Inverness, and then hopefully, if by that time the weather is better, I will duck left and join the second half of the Cape Wrath Trail, kind of towards or just under Ullapool.
A little one-bedroom home.
Can't believe it's not coming to an end yet, but I'm definitely on the home stretch. It really feels like it, but a weird feeling to have walked this far and know it's going to end soon. It's kind of sad, but it's been great. Brilliant experience. I'd 100% recommend it to anyone to do, even if you're not a walker, even if you're not a camper, backpacker, anything, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I wasn't, you know, I've never walked much, walked a few miles here and there, never done any long distance walking, but before you know it, you get up to 20-25 miles a day. So it's definitely doable for anyone who's in reasonable health and shape. So yeah, get onto it for sure. So on reaching Fort Augustus and Loch Ness, got to 1,000 miles, which is crazy. Got some food, got Chinese, had a pint of milk, had some ice cream, chilled out for 20 minutes, got walking again. It's pretty busy with tourists. So heading up along kind of, not the shores of Loch Ness, but the kind of forest above it. Pine cones everywhere, and obviously they love following me, these cows. They've been following me all the way along. Look. So, just woke up. It's 9 o'clock, which is pretty good. Tent's red hot, but it's a kind of sunny morning, which is nice. But yeah, gonna get up, get sorted, get my tent packed away. It's a shop literally 200 yards away, so gonna get some supplies because I think, well no, it says this is the last store, so this is the last store before Ullapool, so I've got about 2.5 days before I get to Ullapool walking wise. Just gonna crack on, yeah. Feel okay, don't feel stiff at all today, which is a great feeling now to wake up and not even ache at all. It's kind of, can't believe I've got to this stage where each day I just kind of wake up and feel fine. So no showers for 5 days means a steady body wash in the lock, which is pretty cool. Obviously the weather's been so bad, I haven't been in as much as I wanted to be. I haven't been able to set up many campfires either. Hopefully the weather will be dry the next few days and that'll change. There'll be a bit more wild swimming and a few more campfires, but yeah, good to get clean because it stink. This is Loch Fanish or Fanick. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but in a pretty barren region. There's not much around, no people, just me, and yeah, nature, which is cool. Super windy, obviously. Further west you get, the more exposed it gets. But I've got to walk along this loch for at least 5 miles today, and then cross through like a mountain pass to get out towards the other side, which then would leave me just 12 miles to Ullapool. So quite a remote and wild day, which I actually love, so it's great. Just had a wild swim in this incredible little spot. There's a waterfall under this bridge here. Can't quite see it, but obviously it runs into the loch. Absolutely majestic. The water is just clear as it gets. I just feel so clean. It's just been ice cold, but brilliant. Oh man, this is super tough. Oh, it's just been straight uphill. And the ground is just so soft and it's like tar or diesel and treacle combined. It's just sapping. So what goes up must come down. I'm flying now. The treacle is gone. It's downhill. Fucking awesome. Absolutely awesome. Get a good pace going. Almost running down. It's phenomenal. Step in across to the river. What a place. What an absolute place this is. Gonna say it now. Not finished the day. Today's been the best day of the whole trip. This is just an incredible route. Walking to Ullapool, I've got to walk along the main road because there's not enough routes to get me there through the forests. So I've just stuck to this road, which is pretty busy, but there's enough of a verge to help me out, but concentrate. Finally made it to Ullapool. I think I got about just less than a mile to get to the town. So gonna crack on, get a beer, get some food.
Quicker than a longhorn buck, slower than your 2-ton truck. This 2-lane road leads to you. And this town I just departed, more miles than when I started. This 2-lane road leads to you.
I'm at Knock Crag National Nature Reserve. As you can see them, there's antlered red deers behind me. It's a pretty cool place, obviously. Epic views. These two dudes, statues. And obviously, yeah, kind of little show around site about all the geology and the nature in the area. It's a cool little hangout, some toilets back there, so I make use of them. Hello.
journeys through the midnight rain. Summer's lost and the trees don't look the same, but the thought of you, well, it carries me home. Some nights I feel so restless, some nights I can't make no sense.
I thought, obviously I've got to get to Cape Wrath by 2:30 at the latest on Thursday to be able to get the minibus, to get the ferry, to get to Durness, to get the bus from Durness to Larg, in order to then catch the train to Inverness, and in order to catch a flight back to Bristol to get my van. So I want to make sure, if I can, that I'm at Cape Wrath by Wednesday night so that I can camp there. So I'm opening up my legs and I'm getting walking because I want to camp at Cape Wrath. Otherwise it seems a bit daft if I don't do that. So that's the plan. So today is going to be at least 30 miles and tomorrow will be at least 25, and that will leave the last day of about 14 or 15. Spend some time at Sandwood Bay, then obviously get to Cape Wrath, camp there, and then kind of hang out the next morning before I come back. So that's the plan. But not seen anyone around. There's a hotel back there. Said there was a bar, knocked the door, guy came. Hello mate, can I come in for a drink? No, you can't. All right, so that was that.
Fly back home. Dark shadows fall like the sunken ships. Trying to make the way. Yeah, I'm trying to make my way back home to you.
Starter. Main course. Hey, fish and beef noodles. Put it.
My life just flashed real dark on the river with a broken
I'm in the
heart.
tent. Obviously put it up here by this lock near the little castle. When I got here it was super calm. Set the fire up, went for a swim, and now the winds have proper picked up and I'm obviously right next to the lock, so I'm proper exposed. The tent has been shaking and going for it, so could be in for a noisy night, but it's all good because yeah, putting my tent up here, having a fire and sleeping right by the lock. That's what it's all about. There's just 3 red deer, horned red deer, literally about 20 feet from the tent. Just absolute magic. So sad to think that I've only got a couple more nights. Couple more nights of wild camping before the trip's over. Don't know how I feel. It feels so strange. It's literally been incredible. I am going to be sad when it ends, really sad, but I know everything has to come to an end. It's just one of them things, but yeah, what a great trip. I'd recommend doing this sort of thing to anyone, you know, anyone that just wants a challenge or to push themselves or just loves a bit of an adventure or walking. It's been better than I could have even imagined, so absolutely zero regrets. Yeah, just sad it's coming to an end, but hopefully get sleeping tonight. Go again tomorrow. I'll do about 25 miles tomorrow, I think. And then one day left after that to get to Cape Wrath, so going to sleep. So, proper windy old night last night. Took me absolutely ages to get to sleep because of the wind, and rained, and it's still windy.
It's literally hard work. I've only done 2 miles, but it's a place called Kiliescu, which is 6 miles away. So it's my first checkpoint of the day. So I've just got to keep going till then.
We want everyone to be able to enjoy, study and experience our landscapes. So let's end by walking.
So deep into the heart of the Northwest Highlands Geopark now. There's obviously mountains, mangroves and rock formations and all the geology everywhere. It's it's incredible. It's just a great place. I just found a little cafe to stop at and just got a roll and a drink and a cake, which was most welcomed. I didn't think I was going to find a shop for at least another day, so this is great. Obviously before I got to Otherport, stopped off at the last shop in whatever 40-50 miles before Liverpool. Got speaking to my mate Johnny there. Told me two things. One, to make sure I got fish and chips at the fish and chip shop opposite the pier in Liverpool, which I did, and it was banging. And the second was to, when I find the right spot, to yell at the top of my lungs, freedom. He said you'll know when you find it. And you know what? So I think this is it. Freedom! So I've seen some rivers on this trip, but this river, the River Luxford, probably steals the show. I've obviously just walked a few miles along it from back at the little kind of cabin I stopped at, but it's just phenomenal. Brilliant river, winding. It's got obviously a steep bluffs either side of it. It's got the rapids, the waterfalls. The best river of the trip, hands down. So this junction is the final junction of road I need to turn left on. Sign for Kinlochbervie down here, and once I get to Kinlochbervie the road ends and it's just a path to Sandwood Bay and then no path to Cape Wrath though. This is my last turn off an actual main road. Yeah, towards the final stages. So, final night before I make it to Cape Wrath. Super late, it's 1:30 in the morning. I've done 33.5 miles today. I'm absolutely done for, struggled to find a camping spot. Final day of this massive adventure. Can't believe it's my day that I actually walked to Cape Wrath. Doesn't seem possible, but it is, and it's going to happen today, hopefully all being well. Slept in the back of the Presbyterian church in my little tent next to some graves. Even if the ghosts wanted to haunt me last night, I wouldn't have heard them. The wind was so freaking loud. Actually, it could have been the ghost trying to get in because my tent didn't stop moving, but I'm sure they would have found a way if they really wanted. But yeah, gonna get up, pack away, feeling tired and worn out today, so we'll be running on pure adrenaline, no doubt. 15 to 16 miles to get to Cape Wrath, so here we go. It is cold, really cold, windy, and rain in the air, and it's going to rain more. So today is going to be tough. It's not going to be an easy day, even though it's only 15 or 16 miles. So yeah, dig deep. Picked up a bottle of wine from the shop, so I got that in my backpack, as well as some other snacks. So well prepared. This is one of the trails I've been looking forward to the most of the whole trip. It's a 3-mile trail to Sandwood Bay, which is one of the best beaches in the UK apparently. I've never been, so it's obviously why I wanted to come this way to Cape Wrath as well, to pass through this beach because it's supposed to be phenomenal. Oh, if only Scotland had the weather, this beach would be an absolute paradise. Oh, the weather's bad down here. Constant rain and there's nowhere to get any shelter, even behind the sand dunes it's no good. Winds just coming in from all directions with the rain. And my stomach is turned, it feels bad. It's not great. So fortunately I just found this little cave area at the end of Sandwood Bay. I've got to climb up over it, obviously, up the hill. And then from there on it's just openness. And there's not going to be anywhere to seek any kind of refuge? Yeah, refuge rather. Shelter or anything. So, and with this rain and the wind, freaking cold. Just put my foot straight in the river. feet are wet now as well, so 7 miles to go, but feels like such a long way. And oh man, it's just so hard. I do like bursts and then have breaks. When the rain stops, then it comes and it stops. It's just no flatness. Just up ahead of me is the MOD training zone. Before I left, I had to make sure there was no kind of drills, live firing, because obviously they use this area for training. I think they drop bombs and fire and all that sort of stuff because it's a kind of a harsh environment to practice, I guess. So, but luckily this week there's no military drills, so I should be safe. All of a sudden, clouds and the rain and the mist have come in and you can't see anything. It's kind of, well, I could see the top of that hill 5 minutes ago. Not now. So behind me, over there, I can see the headland for Cape Wrath. Can't see the lighthouse yet. Oh man, seeing the headland is just super emotional. But just 3 miles left. Battered by the wind and the rain. Can't believe got it. It's just, that's what an actor. Just come on, eh? Just keep going. Forget the wind. Just keep going like that. Oh, out the wind and the rain for a bit. Climb down the river down there. It's like a steep bank to come down, which is a proper scramble. And have another steep one to get back up. And then once I'm over this, it should be no more real obstacles, rivers, fences, obstructions to kind of get over. So yeah, and once you pick up the path, it's a track, the minibus track, somewhere in a mile or so. So yeah, less than 2.5 miles to go.
As I took the long road, you found the shortcut. And all them questions, you had the answers. As I played the joker, you played the master. And oh, what a sight. And oh, what a sight.
So I've got just over a mile to go till I reach the lighthouse. So it's taking a minute. Just I don't know, just to reflect. And, it's so hard. It's been the best thing I've ever done, without a doubt. And actually, not going to comfort zone to achieve the best things, and it's a massive I'd never do it again. But it will bring me some of the best memories of my life, without a doubt. And I'm just going to take 5 minutes before I finish this final mile. Yeah.
Of all the lights where yours shone furthest, out through the darkness, into the brightness. When I fell, you jumped and saved me. As I was sinking, you kept me breathing. And oh, what a sight. What a perfect sight. What a sight it is, with you here by my side. here by my side. Just like the arrow needs the bow, and seeds need a rainfall for harvest to grow. Well, I need you more than you'll ever know. And oh, what a sight. What a perfect, perfect sight. And oh, what a sight it is with you here by my